I can already tell this is a bad idea. Do you hear how loud this is? This is a bad idea. Oh, this is a bad idea. YouTube King here, and welcome back to another video, and today we're playing Doki Literature Club. Now apparently this is a horror game. I don't see how that happens. Apparently it's like a dating sim, but horror game. Yeah, sure thing, man. God, this is gonna be bad. I'm not excited for this at all. Hey! Frick, I can't do voices because I'm a little bit sick, but... I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. I'm gonna put my headphones on so you can't hear double. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. I get that. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. It's loud as balls. But if she's gonna chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up. Sayori. I overslept again! But I caught you this time! I wish I could do my voice. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. There we go. That's mean, James. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. She perked up. You can tell she likes that. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. I don't know why I keep sticking my tongue out. It's just what I think she would do. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled, with other students making their daily commute. By the way, James, have you decided on a club to join yet? God. A club? I told you, oh, frick, wrong voice. I told you already, I'm not interested in joining clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. What the frick? Oh, okay. You told me you would join a club this year. Wrong button! Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did, in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about, I guess. Sayori likes to worry a little bit too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on average while spending my free time on games and anime. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. God, you sound like my mother. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET a few years because you're not used to the real world. I hope that's not a rude word, because I have no idea what that is. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look good if you clubbed if it makes you happy. No promises, though. That's something I would say. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Sure, why not? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! This music is very distracting. I can't like focus. The music is very distracting. Why do I let myself get lectured by a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she just exaggerates everything inside of her head. Yay! I'm at school. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. That's good. It's always good when school days go fast. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Hey, buddy. Sorry, there's a picture over there. I like clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. Guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Why? Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's gonna make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know... Now what? Well... that you could come to my club. Sayori. Sayori! Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Aw. Don't be nice, she's so cute! Don't be rude, she's so cute! Meanie! Sayori is vice president of the literature club. I'd go to that club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. I mean, I'd probably do that. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. No, I love literature. Ugh. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. That's... Come on, please! Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kinda told the club yesterday that I would bring in a new member, so... And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything! Ooh, cupcakes. I like cupcakes. Don't make promises you can't keep. You go! I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all this out. Bet she planned it. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes! Let's go! And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I'm still sick. I'm like a dying chihuahua. That's a word. I dejectedly followed Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone! The new member is here! I told you, don't call me a new member! I glanced around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure to meeting you. Pleasure meeting you. I can English! I'm staring at the wrong thing. It's like right there. Sayori always says nice things about you. Sayori, you be talking about my back. Oh my wee. Pink-haired freak. Seriously? You brought a boy? I don't like you either. What do you call the atmosphere? Ah, James. What a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. How does that one work? All worlds escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls! Yeah, this... What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it! So sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably at first year. That's racist. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Oh, this? Don't say things like that. When you look... Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. I don't know, she looks mature. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? Oh. That's who that was.
That's right. It's great to see you again. She goes, and she goes, and she goes.
Basically completely out of my league. That's... okay. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica.
Come sit down, James. We made room at the for you table, so you can sit next to me or Monica.
Do I get to choose, or do you just, like, do it yourself?
I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them.
Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? I like Yuri. I think she's the only one that's not psychotic here. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take next to Sayori. Okay. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand.
Okay, are you ready? Ta-da!
Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Aww. The whiskers are drawn on with icing. Little pieces of chocolate were used to make the ears.
So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one.
Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow.
It's delicious!
Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. That sounds like my brother for some reason. I don't know why. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. Can't help but notice her sneaky glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? Probably. I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. I bet it is.
Thank you, Natsuki! Why are you thanking me? It's not like I...
Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything? Oh, you're that type of character. Alright.
I thought you technically did.
Sayori said...
Well, maybe.
Poor Natsuki. But not for you, you know, you dummy. Oh, it's definitely this type of character. Alright, alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teacup next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, teacher gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? Normally I just have like a big bag of like chips or candy and I just read like that.
Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you.
Ah! That's not... Oh, Yuri. Oh. Sorry, Yuri. I meant that, you know, I believe you. Yay, he's being nice to Yuri, that's good. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I love reading! Voice crack! I love reading. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. That's good. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me that I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so...
That's okay, don't be embarrassed. What? We'll make you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you the leader of the debate club last year? Do I need to know this? Is this important in the slightest? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. That was shaky. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Oh, that's cool. I like literature. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Oh. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. I'm sniffly. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. That's cool. I'm confident that we can really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it! Everyone enthusiastically agrees. I can read. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Probably. Maybe that's why they're all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I could keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So James, what kind of things do you like to read? I read the City of Bones series. Considering how little I've read these past few... I hate this character. Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. These are gonna fall off and I'm gonna die. It looks like she wants to say something, but she kept quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Erie's side smile. I probably would too. Like, I am a reader, but if I wasn't, and it made someone look like that, I'd probably do something. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traced the rim of her teacup with her fingers. I can't help but dance to this music! My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. Yeah! Telling a good story is such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. I feel that. High five. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. I like books. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? You talk a lot. Like, you talk a lot. Yeah, man, whatever you say. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Woo! I like horror books. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp something I can write to at the minimum level. At this rate, Yuri might as well have a conversation with a rock. I think she likes it. Really? I wouldn't have expected that from you, Yuri.
Huh?
For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. I get that. I understand that. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
I hate horror.
Rude.
Oh, why's that?
Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
Ooh, what?
What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called
Don't say it out loud!
And give that back! Fine.
Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are.
Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders.
I'm not cute!
It's a little weird, Sayori, that's a little weird. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess, sometimes. Do you love me? Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No!
It's hot in this closet. It is really hot in here. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. That's... Yuri, you're very, philosophical. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? You're in the literature club! Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example to help Natsuki feel more what? My camera crashed or something. I'm not really sure what happened. I guess it's the same for you, Yuri.
Aw, I wanted to read everyone's poems because I'm Sayori and love everybody!
We all sit in silence for a moment.
Okay, I have an idea, everyone!
Question mark? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica.
Let's all go home and write a poem of our own!
Then next time we meet,
we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even! Yeah, let's do it!
Thanks, Sayori. Thanks. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it'll help us get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, James? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on! There's still one problem.
What's that?
Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I was joining this James! Be nice! Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. Look at their sad face. Oh, she's not sad, but look at their faces. They want you to join. I still have other clubs to look at, and, look, they're so sad! I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare at me with dejected eyes. Oh my god. They look so sad. Especially Sayori. But, at Monica. I'm sorry, I thought- Yuri! Okay, my mic is right here.
James.
You all... defenseless against these three girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls, wow, someone's got issues. Right. Okay, I've decided that. I'll join the literature club. Oh, yay! It wasn't even one by one, they all just went, oh, what?
Yes! I'm so happy!
I know, Sayori. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! Wait. I'm in my closet. There's a door right here. You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I'd be super pissed. Then that makes it official! Welcome to the Literature Club! Alright, thanks, Monica. You're acting like a very stereotypical anime schoolgirl. Ah, thanks, I guess. Yeah.
Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment.
Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. James, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah! I really impressed the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills. I have dope writing skills. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as you're in that suit you clean up the food.
Hey, James, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together?
Oh yeah, you're my neighbor, aren't you? Oh, that's right. That's right. Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, my neighbor, Natsuki, basically a tsundere, Yuri, the only, reasonable one, and then just Monica, who is strange. She's weird. Literally, when you search up Doki Doki, the first thing you see is just Monica. I don't understand that. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in literature club? Yes, you will. Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls, like Sayori! Or Yuri! Alright! I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. That's how you live life. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Wait, do I have to do that? Anxiety. Explode! I guess Yuri likes that. Horror? Yuri likes that. Bubbles! Oh. Graveyard! Yeah! Pain! Wait, why does Sayori like pain? Disown! Okay. Together. Lollipop. Nah. Mouse. Frightening. Suicide. Color. Empty. Wrath. I'm getting all emo. Journey, sadness, ambient. Hurt! Scar- no, that's a little bit too far. Extreme! Tenacious. Beauty! Clumsy. Of course Sayori likes that.
Hi again, James!
Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha 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 ha! Nah, don't worry. I love this music. Last one. Okay. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I'm back in business. That was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, James. Hi, Yuri. What the frick just happened? Why did my Steam open? I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it? Aw, she knows. Oh, come on! Like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. I don't know. She's kind of scary. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Monica! Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys! James always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. Ooh, so much jelly! How come? You and James could become good friends too. Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Ah! Oh, I clicked the wrong button. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know. Wait, Sayori. Huh? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal, but it's really not. Aw, poor Yuri. Oh, what do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. You never think. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey! Don't worry about it! First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah! I won't make a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches in the bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. That's cool. And we could, discuss it if you want. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you! I'll definitely read this. No, I won't. I mean, I would, because it's a good book. Because all books are good books. Phew. Oh. Well, you can read it at your own pace. Look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a buried in a book. Can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little more, but at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. That was a really weird music change. Crap! I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in the book. Sorry. Wait, isn't Natsuki supposed to be over there? There's a chair in there, I should worry about that. I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. Ah, I see. There's something fairly obvious that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. How about it? I'm glad to hear. Read it now. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about, anyway? Well... Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eyeball symbol in the front corner. Alright. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escape from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart. That sounds like this game. That's kind of dark, isn't it? You made it sound like it was gonna be a nice story, so that dark turn came out of nowhere. If you call that dark, then you don't know dark. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, James? Oh, James loves the dark stuff. No, it's not that. I mean, I could definitely enjoy those kind of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. Yo, I can relate to Yuri. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. And suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? No, you're not rambling! Speak to me! I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books or writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. Same, man. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. Well, that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah? Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. Stop saying sorry! It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That's fine. That is reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I opened the book and started the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means by reading in company. It's as if I could feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks as if she's reading from my book instead. Sorry! I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? Yeah! I do? I don't really mean to... Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's. Then I hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn the page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after reading, flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. Ooh. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Turn the page! Oh, sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. Oh, she looked at me. I didn't even realize that this was changing. Probably the least I could do. I've been focused on the dialogue box! Since you're being so patient with me. Yeah. Oh, Anime James is gonna have a heart attack. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finished Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it further over to her side. I can't speak today. There's like brains turning off. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her height. Okay. Hey Yuri! This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a bit. You think so? Hush! Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways. But she also second guesses a lot of the things she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. He's using big words. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment. But James, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. It's true. That's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait! I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone! I think it's about time we shared today's problems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too longer. Too longer. You look kind of down. I'm sorry if we haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. You release her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or maybe prefer if I only read it with you. I guess I don't have too much preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little bit more tonight. Yes! We got him into a book! It'll be fun to read with you after it picks up, you know. That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright! I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip back into my bag. Yes, I wrote the poem. It's really bad. So, as his relaxation ends, I think I'm gonna end the video here because I don't want to get too far and my camera's dying, so I guess we'll see you all in the next video and enjoy this like music that's going on in the background. Not the Doki Doki. Give it a second. There it is. It's part of my outro because I edited like a weirdo.